But now I'm the kind of person who thinks that you have to look at both sides of the story, right? It's not always man, period. What is the woman doing to cause this abuse? Obviously, it's never okay, but let's just look at what he has to say to defend himself. Now, I'm so sorry for the graphic picture. I'm just going to show it really quick, but he says that she put poop on his toothbrush and spit on his face. Now, again, never okay, but he sounds like a victim as well. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Should he be able to fight?
Stephen A. Smith has once again put the spotlight on Gervonta Davis, calling out his recent conduct and describing it as not only alarming, but part of a long-developing pattern that the sports world can no longer brush aside. The fiery First Take host delivered an intense and emotionally charged monologue following Davis's newest arrest, a misdemeanor tied to an alleged confrontation with his ex-girlfriend in South Florida. Smith's criticism went far beyond boxing commentary. His words echoed across social media, sports shows, and fan discussions, highlighting a bigger issue: what happens when fame shields an athlete from real accountability. Davis, now 30, was taken into custody just after midnight on a Friday near the busy Lincoln Road area of Miami Beach.
At that brand new video here, you can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his t-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV waiting for him on the side. Now, Davis was arrested this morning.
For local police, the arrest was hardly unexpected. According to spokesperson Christopher Bess, Davis had already been entered into their system ahead of time. Once a license plate reader picked up his vehicle, Miami Beach officers moved quickly. After stopping him, they handed Davis over to the Doral Police Department, the agency responsible for investigating the earlier incident. Newly released video shows Davis leaving TGK jail with his t-shirt pulled over his head, walking beside correctional officers and what appeared to be his manager. Reporters attempted to question him, but Davis remained silent and stepped directly into a waiting SUV.
You bring me out a passport. You know, I mean, I asked to see your daughter. You said no, I don't want her to see the police.
I showed you.
You did, but I wanted to see her, and now I'm gonna have to talk to her because she said that when you hit her, it was in front of her, the baby. Before.
At the center of this case is an altercation that allegedly occurred on Father's Day in mid-June at the home of Davis's ex-girlfriend in Doral, a residential area in western Miami-Dade. Davis was reportedly there to pick up his two young children, but the visit took a sharp turn. Police documents say he changed his mind outside and told his ex not to bring the kids to the car, which triggered an argument that escalated into physical violence.
Alexis, the charge he is facing is battery. You mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children. That, according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her lip as he arrived to pick up his kids from her Doral home.
According to the affidavit, Davis struck her on the back of her head and slapped her in the face, leaving a cut on her lip. She did not call the police herself. Instead, she texted her mother, who rushed to the house. When she arrived, she reportedly found her daughter crying and visibly hurt. She also saw Davis throw a small box at her. The mother recorded parts of the confrontation on her phone and handed the footage over to investigators, becoming a crucial witness whose evidence directly contributed to Davis's arrest. When taken into custody, Davis refused to read or sign the Miranda warning. He was initially held with no bond, but later received a $10,000 bail. Court filings do not yet list an attorney, and his promoter has remained silent. Davis is now scheduled for another court appearance on July 29th. This newest arrest casts another shadow over a boxer who is known for his power inside the ring, but whose life outside of it has been marked by repeated legal turmoil. And the criticism is louder than ever. Stephen A. Smith, in particular, did not hold back. On First Take, he called Davis a repeat offender, reminding viewers that this behavior is not new. This is not isolated, Smith insisted. This is a man who's been given chance after chance and still ends up in these situations. Enough is enough. Being undefeated doesn't give you a free pass in real life. Smith referenced Davis's long list of past legal issues, including the 2020 Baltimore hit-and-run that left several injured. Despite being sentenced to 90 days of house arrest, Davis violated the terms by staying in a luxury hotel and relocating without approval, a decision that sent him back to jail. Smith said that case made it clear Davis believes consequences do not apply to him. Kids look up to him, fans admire him, young fighters idolize him, and what message are we sending when this keeps happening? Smith asked. Professionally, the timing of the arrest couldn't be worse. Davis's last fight on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center was already considered a disappointment. Coming in as a heavy favorite against Lamont Roach, Davis performed below expectations. Although he retained his WBA lightweight title, the match ended in a majority draw, earning loud boos from the crowd. Roach appeared to have knocked Davis down in the 9th round, but referee Steve Willis ruled it a slip, a controversial decision that likely saved Davis from his first loss. The lackluster performance raised questions about his discipline.
Just Gervonta, his legacy, the kind of fighter, he's been touted to be and where he's at now, and the impact things like this have on your career.
Well, if you were to compare the arrest rate over the years for prominent boxers with the arrest rate for the average American citizen or citizen of the world, you'll find that the boxers tend to be arrested at a higher rate and, more frequently, more different things, etc.
Conditioning and long-term career outlook. Now, the conversation is shifting from what Davis can accomplish in the ring to whether he should even be allowed to continue fighting. Despite everything, Davis remains a major attraction. His undefeated record and knockout power have packed arenas in Las Vegas, New York, and Washington. But star power doesn't erase ethical concerns, and Smith emphasized that public admiration is not the same as immunity. What distinguishes this case from previous ones is that it appears substantially better documented. The involvement of the ex-girlfriend's mother as a direct eyewitness, and the existence of video evidence puts the responsibility squarely on the justice system. In earlier domestic violence allegations against Davis, one case was discharged and another dismissed when the victim decided not to pursue charges. This time, however, the evidence is harder to dismiss. The situation also raises tough questions for boxing promoters and media outlets. Networks like ESPN, Showtime, and DAZN continue to market Davis as a superstar, but public tolerance for athlete misconduct is shrinking. Smith challenged these companies directly. If you put him on your platform, he said, you're endorsing not only his talent, but his behavior. Don't act surprised when the backlash comes. It's a moral debate playing out publicly. How many chances does someone get before the industry draws a line? And what responsibility do promotions have when the athlete they elevate keeps crossing that line? A new complication may be emerging as well. Sources close to Doral police say Child Protective Services was notified after the incident, not because the children were physically harmed, but because the alleged violence happened in their presence, something that can automatically trigger a review of parental fitness in Florida. If CPS opens a case, Davis could face not only criminal charges, but also family court scrutiny. So what's your take? Share your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more updates.